season is winding down, but we're still getting a lot of the retailers, and it's fitting because this is Black Friday week, and the shoppers are still already out at the malls. I don't know about you, but here in the Chicago area, the malls are packed. So what will these retailers say? Which ones should you be watching this week? A lot of specialty names. So let's dive right in and see. So the first one out of the gate is Best Buy, ticker BBY. And look at their great track record. They only have one miss going back to 2017 there. So all throughout the pandemic, they were beating big because, of course, we were all rushing out to get supplies to work from home and to school from home. So they had a good pandemic year in 2020. Now, the shares kind of stalled out here in 2021 as everybody thought, we're all done. We don't need to buy that stuff anymore. But wrong. Now the shares have taken off to new 5-year highs. And year to date, they're up 141%. So a nice rally here. And they're still cheap, trading at 13 times. So Best Buy could still have momentum here going into this earnings report, and we'll see how good it is and if they see this continuing into 2022. Then we're going to switch over to the sporting goods side, also one of the big pandemic winners. Now, they have that big miss there in 2020 because that was the first pandemic quarter, but after they righted the ship, so to speak, they were off to the races because we were all buying the outdoor goods. The same way we needed the laptops to work from home, we needed to be outside and work out from home. So the sporting goods companies did really well, and Dick's continues to do well. It's up 150% here year to date, but also still cheap with a forward P of just 10.7. So that means the E side, the earnings side, is really soaring. They did have a big beat last quarter. Can they do it again? And can these shares continue to break out? We will see. Then we're going to switch over to one of the apparel specialty retailers, American Eagle, ticker AEO. So they own both American Eagle and Aerie, one of the hottest lingerie brands for the last 5 or 6 years. So this one has also been interesting. So they had that big miss there in 2020 when the pandemic started and they had to close down stores, but they too righted the ship, have been off to the races. But this one has really pulled back considerably over the last 3 months. Shares are actually down 13.5%. Could this be a buying opportunity? Shares are still cheap, trading at just 12 times, and they have the number one lingerie brand now in the country. Also, they are a big maker of jeans. They consider themselves one of the biggest manufacturers of jeans, and they launched their premium line last quarter. So we'll find out how the premium is doing this quarter as well. Also, they've been investing in the logistics side. They're not leaving anything to chance. They actually are buying the logistics companies. They're one of the first specialty retailers to go the Amazon route and actually be the logistics company. So that's also something to watch with American Eagle. I like this company a lot, and I own it in the value investor portfolio here at Zacks. But we will see if it can get a bounce back up towards those highs off of this earnings report. Then we're going to switch over to kind of its competitor, American Eagle's competitor, Abercrombie and Fitch, ticker ANF. So it was left for dead several years ago, got all new management, but the brand also has had a big comeback during the pandemic. You can see that big miss like the others in 2020 when the pandemic began, but then the big beats all in a row. And now students, college students, high schoolers are all back to class and they're buying clothes again. Now, remember, Abercrombie and Fitch isn't just Abercrombie. It is also Hollister, one of their other hot brands. So they too have several hot brands that have been crushing it. But this stock, after some weakness, has rebounded back up towards the high. Still cheap, trading at 10 times. Year to date, shares up 130%. How much more is left in the tank? But maybe a lot. We're in one of the hottest holiday seasons ever. So this is going to be an interesting one to watch this week. Then we're going to switch it over and finish up with the Gap. I've kind of ignored this one for years because, as you can see, from 2018 down to 2020, it was a sorry state of things. They have a few more misses in here than some of the others, with that miss in late 2020, but they've turned it around with 3 big beats in a row here in 2021. And like American Eagle, these shares did soar up to new 5-year highs just briefly before pulling back. And over the last 3 months now are down 12%, like American Eagle, which is down 13% during that same time period. So the gap also with some hot brands, especially Athleta, the Lululemon competitor. I was just on their website and there's some real cute like hoodies and things, but I can't get them until February. Mid-February is when delivery is expected. So how much is the supply chain hurting them, like these hot brands, when they cannot get the product into the stores fast enough? We will see. Shares still cheap, trading at 11 times now. And they pay that dividend, now yielding about 2%. So the gap back in the news. This is definitely one to watch. I'll also be watching banana with the gap, because now that people are going back to work, how much has that improved, if at all? That's also part of the gap story and one to watch. So as you can see, there's some red hot charts still to come this week, and it's good to see the retailers in that category of red hot. I'm expecting them to continue to, see some surges here, given this red hot holiday season, the best possibly ever. So that benefits all these retailers in big ways. So we will see. I'm going to be tuning into all of these. And as always, I'm going to be bringing you all the earnings charts throughout every earnings season. The next one's going to begin in early 2022. Yes, next year. It's only a couple weeks away, so be sure to subscribe to get all of our earnings content and all of our just regular video content. You want to get it all heading into the end of the year, where we'll have all those interesting videos on what stocks to look for going into 2022. So be sure to subscribe at Zacks.com/YouTube, join our YouTube channel, and get all of our content. I'll see you again next earnings season in 2022. Happy holidays and Happy New Year to everybody.